Okay, so for 7.8, the ready, it should be a little bit kind of reviewed, maybe not really, a little bit, half of it, probably the volume. Okay, so volume is for any rectangular prism, so like 1 and 3, you're just multiplying all the numbers together. It's length times width times height. So for number 1, it's going to be 3 times 2, so that would be 18. For number 3, it's going to be, 20 times 12 times 8. Alright, use a calculator. Okay, so for a cylinder, like number 2, okay, the volume is a little bit different. It's the area of the base times the height. So it's pi r squared, that's the area of a circle, times h, which in this case is 6. Okay, so you're finding like the area of the circle, like the bottom of the cylinder, and then multiply that by how tall it is. That's how you find the volume. Alright, surface area for 1 and 3, you're just doing, it's the area of every single surface. So we did some problems like this in class, like right before all this stuff happened, where you're basically just doing a bunch of length times widths. So for number 1, you would have to do like the area of the right side and the left side. So those would both be, I think, 6, because you're doing 3 times 2. Okay, then you got to do like the area of the front and the area of the back. Alright, we talked about that. Then you'd have to do like the area of the top and the area of the bottom. So just length times width, a bunch of them, and then you add them all together. Alright, the surface area for a cylinder is a little bit different. So the area of the top and the bottom are just pi r squared. Okay, so there's going to be 2 of those, because you got the top and the bottom surface. Okay, think about like a soda can. Alright, you have the top and the bottom, and then you have all the sides around it, the side around it. So the top and the bottom would be pi r squared. Obviously they're the same, so times 2. And then you're going to have to add that to, imagine unrolling a soda can. It would make a rectangle. Okay, so if we were to like unroll, this is what the side of the soda can would look like. If we were to cut it down the side and just unroll it flat, make it flat, it'd be a rectangle. Okay, we know that the height of this rectangle would be 6 inches. That's how tall the soda can is. So if you imagine like the cylinder over here, and then we unrolled it. Okay, so the height of that is 6 inches. That's from the picture. And then this distance down here is going to be the circumference of the base. If you imagine, like we said, we're unrolling the soda can, so that would mean like the whole distance around the base would like unroll, and that's how we get that straight distance, but on the other side. Okay, so the circumference, we know that the radius is 2. Circumference is 2 times pi times the radius. So the circumference, the base, this right here, should be 4 pi. Okay, so we got to do pi times the radius squared times 2, and then we're going to have to add 4 pi to it. Alright, that's the ready.